Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Hans Toki again. This is a short tutorial on the gang initiation assignment. Interestingly, last night, 4 people were shot again on Bristol Street in Brownsville. As you move into the gang initiation video, you're going to hear talk about Pistol Street, otherwise known as Bristol Street. So the world of gang life in New York is still active. Though the crime rates are down, the shootings and so on really are focused within pockets like what you will watch. The video itself, I find, was really well done in the sense that it tries to get on the inside of initiation into a gang. And it's very methodical and defined way it is done. And the main protagonist in the story, he really has worked this through. I'm quite impressed, actually, at how thoughtful he's been about this idea of being initiated into the gang and what it means. And then willing to go through the process. Now, you'll then see some of these elements at play of the process of initiation, the questions in and around it, and then ultimately how he gets beat, and then the after effects of being beat, and the feelings of being beat, and now being part of the gang being beat up. So do be prepared for pretty edgy, pretty gritty language and pretty edgy, gritty visuals. The fact that Vice was able to capture this and still protecting the identities of some of the people is quite incredible to me. Now, the assignment itself is not just to retell the story and give us your opinion of gangs. That's not the point of what this assignment is. So that certainly can be where you might want to go with it. What I want you to do is you're going to practice your observation skill, particularly your ethnographic observation skills. What this means, ethnography, ethnos means a culture group. Graphos is writing about it. So you're going to practice writing about this gang initiation life. Now, there's lots of interesting sociological elements in and around it. And indeed, I think these guys are pretty smart, whatever people might say about gangs and so on. They have buzzwords such as products of your environment. Leads us right to Mead's self, and that I become an element of what other people want me to be. You have questions about groupthink, of what brings a group together. You have the concept of people like to be with people like themselves, or the homogeneous unit principle. So in order to be in the gang, you have to fit a certain set of roles, rituals, and rules. And ultimately, at the end of the day, to be initiated into the gang, you have to be trusted. A student a couple of years ago really gave a good analysis. He had grown up in and around the gangs, not in the gangs himself, but saying that the deepest issue to being initiated in the gang is that we can trust you. A poignant moment in the video is where our protagonist, after having been beat, talks about being in the circle, and he goes, "Is this it? Is this it?" And then there's this pause, dramatic pause. In other words, what is going on around that is there's been background checks. And what's the talk about this guy? And at any moment in that circle, they could kill him. So when you go to gang initiation, you're going with an ultimate sense that you're trustworthy and that they trust you. And if they don't, violence can get you right there. So I want you to watch this video and document really interesting details along the way. One little one, on the desk you find Machiavelli's writings. The guy reads Machiavelli. The role of music and rap and poetry and art. The role of clothing, symbols, the hats that are worn. All these dense details. And so in your assignment, I want you to go through as many of those kind of details as you can find and write the story. And then at the end of the day, your opinion of the overall scene. Once you've completed that main assignment, which must be at least 3 strong paragraphs of at least 5 sentences or more, then I want you to respond to at least 2 people and challenge them on things they might not have seen that you noticed, and do a counterpoint to their discussion. So in an encouraging yet moving the discussion forward way. The goal at the end of the day, I hope, is that we can not only enhance our social skills as far as observation techniques and ethnography, but also take on a social issue that is pertinent and contemporary to New York City. So go for it. I challenge you to it, and have a great day.